Welcome, knit nerds. Welcome back. It's the Skeiny Legend Knitting Podcast. The originator of the fake microphone, right here. And we are back today with a video where I review every single summer-esque knitting pattern that I have ever knit and whether or not you should spend your time knitting them. Now, it's late in the summer. I meant to do this a while ago, but shit happens and I got busy. If you're just here for the reviews, I spend ages, and by ages I mean at least 5 minutes, making the chapters that go down there, and all the different patterns will be there. So if you don't want to hear my beginning ramble, or if you are specifically interested in a certain pattern, just look there and skip ahead and ignore this bit where I talk. But if you want to hear me talk, hi, thanks. We're back at the cottage. I'm here for a week. It's a shit day today. It's rainy. Should I be filming? No, it's probably dark, but I feel like it's fine. Yeah. We're back. I'm back in the booby shirt that I got from people that I don't know because they didn't put in a tag. And sorry I've been gone for so long. I got a job. It's just a temporary job, don't worry, I'll be back on my bullshit after the end of the summer. But yeah, I'm driving a little 360 cam around Montreal, kind of like Google Maps, but for a different project. And it takes up time because I'm trading my time for money. And money's kind of fun, so we're doing that. Anyway, I am talking at you today about my summer knits. Why? Because I'm a hater. Big shock, but I'm a hater. I hate when people make those knitting pattern roundups, but they've never knit any of the patterns. And I'm like, who are you to recommend me these patterns if you've never knit them? You don't know if they're good. You don't know if they're cute. You don't know. So I am going to tell you about the ones I have knit. And I can tell you if they're good or cute, according to me. And you should trust my opinion because I have good opinions. And that's all there is to it. So we're gonna start with some bangers, some certified bangers. And by bangers, I mean singular banger because, oh wait, here's the pile. Thumbnail. Do you like that? Okay, so here's the pile. And first thing on the docket is a summer classic that really needs no introduction, and I don't even know the name of, but it'll be linked. And it's a Jasine Summer Secret tank. Summer Secret crop. Summer Secret crop. So summer crop. She's two. One of them's stockinette like this. One of them's ribbed. I've knit both. They're both good. The ribbed one is a better pattern. That one's better. The gauge is good. It fits well, blah, blah, blah. Personally, I like stockinette more, but this pattern, the gauge is whack. If you knit it at the suggested gauge, it'll be see-through. Or it'll be so tight. Because she has options for 2 different weights of yarn. But it's still a good pattern, and that one's free, ? So if you have brains, which I know you do, I think the ribbed one might be paid, but you could just rib the free one and it'd be the same. So you might need to fiddle around with your gauge a bit, but there's nothing wrong with that. This one I even changed, it's knit bottom up. It's by Jasine. Did I say that? I don't know. Knit button up. This one I actually modified to be knit top down, and I put some bust darts in, which is kind of fun, but this is just a classic, easy. I like the higher neckline on it. Jasine May patterns are very clear. And I've knit them probably 4 times, like either the ribbed or the not ribbed one. So that's clearly a good thing if I've knit them more than once. And what else can I say? Nothing. So because of the weird gauge on this one, 4.5 stars. Jasine May Summer Secret Cop. Next. So we'll stick with the Jasine May or Jasine Maid? I don't know. The Jasine May Designs patterns, and we will do the Ripple Halter. This one is good. It's a good pattern. Once again, her patterns are very clear, very well written. No complaints about that. This is knit top down. You knit the little collar, you knit the front, you knit the back, you join together, and then it has this fun like increased detail along here. Overall, it's a good pattern. My issues are it makes my boobs saggy. I think the size, guys, is a bit off. I think I even sized down for this, but I would size down again because obviously rib is quite stretchy, and I don't like how the bottom kind of flares. It's nice over the boobs, but then it doesn't like go close to the rib cage, so like the bottom flares out. And I even added decreases in this that weren't called for in the pattern, and it still flares a lot. So I would have gone way more aggressive with the decreases if I had known. I kind of want to re-knit it because, yeah, I don't like the flare, but it's still a good pattern. It's also good because it basically mimics the camisole number 5, which we will be talking about because I knit it before I knew what a shit stain My Favorite Things knitwear was. But this basically looks the same. Jasine May has good size range, so I definitely recommend this one over that one. I'm a pretty harsh reviewer though, so we're gonna go 3 stars. Because overall I think it's cute, but the sizing I think is kind of whack. The flaring, not my taste. And what was my last? I had one more thing. The sizing, the flaring. Maybe it's just those 2 things. Okay, whatever. Those 2 things are giving me a 3. So that's that one. Next, I want to keep in the Jasine May, but I forgot something. Okay, so I have to go get it. Okay, bonus for you, I found the rib version. Here's the ribbed version. Oop, that's the back. Here's the rib version of the My Secret Summer Crop. I know, you can see it's the exact same shape, but it's ribbed. This one, the gauge is good. The other one, the gauge is bad, so you should just kind of figure that out on your own. You can do it with your brain. I believe in you. Oh my god, I'm literally out of breath from going into the other room and looking through my clothes. Embarrassing. But next one, we're sticking on the Jasine May train. It's folded up, you can't tell what it is. Outline tank. So, once again, another good one. Like, Jasine May always hits. Even her misses are still hits, you know? So this one's cute. It's knit bottom up. you knit a tube up, and then you knit the little triangles over the boobies, and then you drop these stitches. I will say dropping the stitches is a 10 out of 10 experience, very fun. I will also say, maybe it's just the way the sizing is, but I do find this one also to be like a little large, and I definitely sized down on this as well. But I think she just prefers a breezy, boxier style. Another good one. Well written, clear instructions, good vibes, good size range. Itchy nose. Everything you want in a summer pattern. Except for I hate how the straps curl. Like they're just a stockinette strap, not an I-cord or a double knit strap, so they curl and I think it looks heinous. I think it looks ugly. I also had weird issues with gaping under the armpits, but I ended up shortening the straps and that helped a lot. So I feel like the shadows are super freaking weird because I'm filming when it's dark out. Sorry for my mood. Anyway, this one, 4 out of 5 stars. It's good. I would knit another one. The dropped stitches leave kind of a fun, sexy, ooh, little booby in the middle vibe, which is nice. So, cute. I did knit this in basically the exact same color as a sample because I have no original thoughts. 0 original thoughts. But I think that's everything I've knit by Jasine. But would knit more. She's got good stuff. 2 thumbs up for me for Jasine. Moving on. So now we will talk about camisole number 5. Here it is. So, I quite like camisole number 5. Embarrassing. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, I knit this before I really learned about my favorite things knitwear and how she's kind of a butt, doesn't care about size inclusiveness. She's kind of rude, but I do love the finishing details on this. So, oh, I'm showing it to you inside out. So, what we'll do is this. This gets 0 out of 5 stars because she sucks. But almost 5 out of 5 stars for the actual pattern. It was well written, it was clear. So what I'm thinking I'll do is, I don't know, I don't know her real name. My favorite things knitwear can like come after me for this if she wants to. But I'm gonna give you some tips on how to hack the ripple halter to be more like camisole number 5. So first things first, on the ripple halter, you knit this neckline. Don't do that. You'll just knit 2 little straps and then connect them together and then start knitting this pattern here. Okay? Then you would follow the body the same. If you want it to be really the exact same as the camisole number 5, you'll notice when you do the pattern, but you wouldn't do these like decreased things to have these ribbed lines move in like that. But if you want just a rib body, just do a rib body. I know you know how to do rib body. Then, what would you do next? Next, when you're doing these like side stripes like that, I would add an extra, actually no, let me look. You would get rid of this outside knit bit and just start at the purl. Then you would go back when you're all done and pick up all those purl stitches. I think, you know, a regular pickup, like 2 for 3, 3 for 4, whatever you like. And you'd pick those up. No. I don't know, you would do like a double knit added hem. I don't really know if I want to go into that, but I'm sure you could look it up. It's basically the same thing as an I-cord edge, but with double knit. And you'd pick it up and then like knit 2 together and pick up the next one. I don't know, it's not that hard. Here's a close-up. Like, if you want to, you could figure it out. I believe in you. And then lastly, what you do is you'd pick up all around the neckline and then do a double knit little neckline, or you could just do a folded neckline. And that would basically give you the same kind of finish, which is what I do prefer about the camisole number 5, is these nice finish edges. So that's all you'd have to do. And then your ripple halter would be a camisole number 5, and you wouldn't be supporting my favorite things, knitwear. If that didn't make sense, like hit me up and I will like handhold you through how to modify it to the best of my abilities. Ouch, I just hit my elbow and it hurt. But my other tip is to just go on Ravelry and like creep the photos and like zoom in on them, especially when they're like in progress photos, and you can like figure most things out that way. There is nothing revolutionary about this. Oh, and also minus points because I don't like how this one also flares out on me. It's rib. As you can see, like this width is much wider than my body. So I should have done some decreases as well. I am tempted to rip back the body and do decreases. But I'm not that desperate for a project right now, so that's not gonna happen, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. So that was that. Yes. My favorite things knitwear, camisole number 5. There you go. That was a little bonus illegal tutorial for you on how to hack it. You're welcome. Next, we'll stick with the like camis, I think, and then I haven't really finished this or ever worn it, but oh my god, it looks kind of heinous. It's the Maid You Look top from Ocean Knits. I don't love this one. It's one of those ones that's like made to measure, so you take your measurements kind of and then edit the pattern, but in my opinion, she just doesn't really give you enough instructions. Like, I feel like I've bitched about this before, but it's like, start at X number of stitches, decrease down to a smaller number of stitches. Shouldn't tell you how to decrease, you just gotta do it. And I'm like, if I'm gonna be sitting there doing math, then I don't think I should have to pay for a pattern. That's just my 2 cents. Like, if I'm paying you money, you should have figured it all out for me. So for that reason, 3 stars. For the Maid You Look top. But otherwise, it is very cute. So you're supposed to put elastic in it, which is really what stopped me from wearing it because I have been too lazy to finish that. And I can't tell if the I-cord I've done looks really hideous or not. But no, I haven't worn this. I finished it ages ago. But it hasn't really been like banging hot yet in Montreal, so maybe it will be, and maybe I will get my shit together to wear this. Otherwise, waste of time. So we'll see. Maybe 2.5 stars. Might be in order. I'm a harsh reviewer. What can I say? So, yeah, those are my major issues with that. This one is knit bottom up. You knit this whole twisted rib section. Also, you knit it flat. So you're knitting twisted rib flat, which sucks because it means you have to twist the purls. Ugh. And then you knit these cups, pretty much. And then you knit a fuck ton of I-cord for the, you know, scrunchy bit through the cups. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, next. Keeping it in the tank top vibes. This was one that I made up myself, so I won't tell you about it, but it's cute. I have worn this, got a little keyhole, one shoulder moment. It was in the pile, so it came with, but this isn't a pattern, I made it up, so no review for that. But my last little camisole tank top thing is this. So this is the shell top by Naked Knit. Now I knit this in a cashmere, so it's not really a summer top. I wear it in the winter as like a layering piece. But obviously if you knit this in a more summery fabric, or if you're the kind of person that's down for cashmere in the summer, this would be a summer garment, so I'm including it. This might be a throwback all the way to the last time I was at the cottage, but another bad pattern. Maybe I'm just a bitch, but this pattern sucks. All the Naked Knit patterns suck. I don't like them. They're too wordy. They're way too wordy. And originally this was just the shell bra, and I converted it to a top. They actually do sell a shell top pattern, but I think it's constructed differently than what I did. So what I did was knit the bra portion. It tells you to slip a stitch along the whole edge. Don't do that. Okay, the power just went out for a second. Scary. Seems to be back. So I will continue. Oh, something's beeping. I don't know. Anyway, I recommend not slipping the stitch along the edges. It makes it really inelastic, and the cups were like cutting into me and I hated that. And then I think the way their pattern is written is because you knit this bra thing like sideways. You knit it like this way. And I think they have you just knit super long along the edges, but what I did is I knit the whole bra pattern basically, and then picked up stitches all around the bottom edge and then knit a tube. So I liked that way. That way I didn't have to purl. Maybe you like that way if you want to do a shell top. So I would honestly give this 2 stars. 2 stars. Because, yeah, I don't like the way these are written. They're way too wordy. Like, they're written as paragraphs, not as knitting instructions. I prefer a sweet, simple, succinct knitting pattern. This is more of a, like, wordy paragraph. Maybe it'd be better if you're a beginner and you don't know knitting terms. Basically, I think if you're a beginner knitter, just suck it up and learn how to read a pattern. A classic knitting pattern, learn all the abbreviations, and you'll have a better time. Like, don't fuck around in the beginning with these weird paragraph ones, because they're just not setting you up for success, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
So, the shell top, I do think it's very cute. Now that I look at it, I kind of want another one. I don't need it though. So, that's that. I have in here a test knit that I just finished. Should I talk about it? It's a summer top, like summer tops should be knit in plant fibers, in my opinion, because when it's humid, I don't want to be wearing wool. That sounds disgusting to me. So there's a little micro mini bitch for you as a bonus, but that's that. But the color, good color. This is Lion Brand True Brew, good color. Very briefly, I haven't finished it, but I will talk about the Yoko top. Insert photo by Knitting for Olive. Another, honestly, like 1 or 2, 1.5 out of 5. because this one's terribly written. Oh my god, another fucking victim of paragraphs where they don't need to be paragraphs. This one's extra bad because there's very slight differences between increases, and when you have a whole chunk of text, it's very easy to miss when there's a slight difference. So I definitely screwed it up the first time I knit it, and it's just feels like a battle to get through while you're going through it. I'm out here highlighting. I basically had to rewrite the pattern so it was something legible, like not good. And she does crazy things like numbering the rows and saying repeat these rows, but then later on adding stars and saying repeat from star to star, and it's just not consistent and it's not clear and it makes no sense. But I think the finished object is very cute, so I'm gonna persevere. Also, the way it's knit is it's 2 halves and then you graft with Kitchener stitch on rib the entire back seam. That sounds awful. I think I'm not gonna do that, and I will just 3 needle bind off, because with Kitchener stitch on rib, you're gonna have a jog anyway, so it'll never line up properly, I don't think. And whatever, if there's a back seam, there's a back seam. I just saw that, maybe that's a good idea. But no, I don't recommend this one at all. It's bad. But the pattern, like the garment, the finished garment's very cute, so just be ready to like suit up into armor and like fight your way through a bunch of bullshit in that pattern, because not clear, not concise. Yes, cute. Okay, that's the last of the knit tanks. I actually have a crochet piece that I did a while ago. That why not? I'll show you. I did follow a pattern. Hopefully I'll remember what it was called, but I knit this. I did crochet this. I crocheted this during COVID because I've been knitting forever, but during COVID I taught myself how to crochet. And this one's my cute little like festival thoughty top. I wear this all the time. I wear it less now because post-COVID I've gained weight, because during COVID I lived alone and just did YouTube dance workout videos all day long, and I obviously don't do that anymore. And I also, you know, was living alone and not eating properly for, anyways, you know. So after COVID I've gained weight. And the boobies be spilling out of these now. So maybe I'd still wear it in like a going out situation, but I also don't go out anymore. So this one's been chilling in my closet for a season or 2. But I do think it's very cute. I love the ruffle. This one I'd say probably a 4 or 5 out of 10 because it was a free pattern, I think. And I did not know how to crochet and was able to make something more or less the same. And I do think it's very cute. And I would recommend it. I crocheted this probably 4 or 5 times because I ended up making matching ones for all my friends. So, itch. Oh my god, why is it so itchy? Anyway, cute little guest appearance by a crochet piece. I like it. I'll say 5 out of 5 stars. It's our first 5 out of 5, probably because I just don't know crochet that well and I don't know what's wrong with the pattern. But as a new person, it was great and I was able to do it no problem. So first 5 out of 5, and it's for crochet. How depressing is that? This really just solidifies the fact that I am a knit snob. And there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. You're here to hear my snobby opinions. Right? So, we will now continue on into teas. I really don't have that many teas. I would like to expand my tea collection. However, I do find it hard to like kind of hit that balance of like summer tea, fun, breezy, also knitting a whole t-shirt in cotton, but also I'm not wanting to wear a t-shirt made out of plant fibers in the summer. So I actually have two kind of cheater t-shirts in here, but we'll talk about it. Anyway, first one is the Ranunculus. Now, this one I've knit in cashmere, which you're like, what are you talking about? And so yes, I do kind of wear this in the summer, but I don't really. But you could knit one in a plant fiber. I would die to knit one of these in linen. Ooh, has anyone bought anything from Color Mart? They have some linen cones that I've been eyeing for probably 2 years, but never pulled trigger on. And if you have bought anything from Color Mart, and specifically linen, and if it has been a good or bad experience, please tell me, because I'm very intrigued. But they do like dead stock mill ends of commercial yarns. So anyways, I think this in linen would be great for summer. Everyone knows the Ranunculus. I have knit 3, technically 4, because I knit an entire Ranunculus for my mom and it didn't fit. So I frogged the whole thing and now I'm re-knitting it. I'm almost done. But yeah, this one is the short sleeve version where you just bind off the sleeves. You could also pick up and add a cute little sleeve moment to this if you wanted more of a t-shirt vibe. And it's just nice, it's airy, it's breezy. We all love Ranunculus. We all love a versatile pattern, and this is another 5-star pattern. Midori Hirose patterns, 5 stars. Very clear. She has little diagrams and like highlights the section you're working on. Love that. Specifically, the Ranunculus has a crazy size range, and you know what's not to love. It's always on the hot page of Ravelry for a reason. The number one reason is because the tutorials she links to in the pattern take you to the Ravelry page, which drives the traffic up, which is big brain time, but also because it's a great pattern. So good job, Midori Hirose. 5 stars. Next one I have is the Mystic Square by James & Watts. Again, this one I would not actually consider a summer garment, the one I knit. I knit this out of Noro that I found at the thrift store, which you can hear more about. I also think in like my first podcast, Cottage Edition, I'm pretty sure I talked about it there, but pretty sure that most of the skeins I got at the thrift store were a like wool, like a woolly wool, the classic Noro like woolly wool. But I do think obviously it's a tee, and you could totally knit this with a cotton and it'd be great. I would love to get one of those like cotton cakes that have the slow fade and knit a summer version of this for myself. I feel like Hobby or Hobie has some really good ones for that I have been eyeing for a while, but I think they charge duties to Canada and miss me with that. I'm not interested in paying duties. So yeah, but the actual pattern I do quite like. It's interesting how you knit it. You basically knit this square in the middle and then you pick up along the edges for these like rectangles and knit it like that, and then you pick up and knit these little sleeveys. It's reversible front back, which is fun. So you could knit it in 2 completely different colors and have them be reversible. I wear them reversed all the time, depending on my mood. The thing I don't like about it is the neckline. And so for that reason, I give it 4 stars, because I just don't think the neckline's deep enough. And obviously because it's reversible, it's the same front back. So I just find sometimes it's a little in the neck. So if I were to knit this again in a cotton, like I'm saying, I would probably just scoop this down more, and I think that would be perfection. But it's just a great tee. It's well thought out. I am definitely interested in knitting some of James & Watts's other kind of modular designs. I want to like the Beads of Joy, but I actually don't really like how it looks. But the Sungazer, Or there's like a more triangular one that has sun in the name. I'd be down for that. Could be cute. But for now, all I have is a Mystic Square. And it's pretty great. Pretty great. Maybe even 4.5 because I feel like the neckline thing is personal preference maybe. All of this is personal preference though, so I'll stick with the 4. And then there were one. We're on to our last pattern. And it is the infamous Tolsta. So I was knitting on this in my last podcast and I owe you all a podcast update, but I finished it obviously and I love it. I wear it all the time. Tolsta by the Cray Bear Rebecca. Just honestly, it's just a classic raglan. Nothing crazy. Do I think you need to go out and buy it? Kind of, yes. Like, it's just a great classic raglan. And I love all the modification ideas she has. So for mine specifically, I did twisted rib as well as yarn over raglans to get this fun lace pattern. And I love it. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. Because the way she does the short rows, can I find them here? The short rows wrap all the way to kind of here, and they are well done, but I'm not sure if there's a better way to do this. I'm not a pattern designer. I'm not a pattern designer, but obviously this is intended to be knit in a cotton. And just short rows in a cotton are just gonna look like shit no matter what you do. So like, I feel like it's very obvious that they're there. And I've even gone in and like yanked on the loops so they weren't so gaping. But so the short rows didn't look nearly as ugly as they did. And yeah, so for that I'd give it a half point off, just because I wonder if there's a better way to do that. Maybe there isn't, and I should just shut the fuck up, but maybe there is. So I'm still on the hunt for, I don't know, I honestly don't need another raglan pattern. This one feels great, and she just came out with the fingering edition, so I am planning, I think, on knitting the fingering edition. And also, like, what bang for your buck? You get a DK and a fingering weight raglan pattern. You can easily modify this to have long sleeves. My friend Ceara, they are doing that. Check out their podcast. Link below, plug. But maybe they'll give more details on that. I don't know. But yeah, really versatile pattern. Quite good. I just don't like those short rows. Now I feel too harsh for giving it 4.5 because of short rows, but I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with my guns. 4.5. So cute. Yeah, that is every single pattern I have knit that could be considered summery. It's only July, so you still have time to knit any one of these, especially all the camisoles, like, really don't take long. This Tolsta took me a week, so, you know, you got plenty of time to knit one of these and wear it this summer. And I hope that my opinions will help you decide what to wear, what to knit. Let me know if there are other patterns you're interested in knitting this summer, and if I should knit them too, and then I can tell you my brutally rude opinions on them. Could be kind of fun. I miss talking to you guys. Sorry I've been busy. I've been a working girl on my business bitch shit, driving my car and making my chicken nugget candles, so yeah. But subscribe and like this video, and like all my links and crap will be down below, and I will talk at you later. Bye.